The first day of the festival concluded with a solo dramatic performance by Mr. Sarkawt Taro. Taro performed a self-written play, Pakiza, that was both a humorous and darkly captivating story about the sale of Kurdish girls to other countries during the Kurdish genocide in Saddam's Iraq. Taro's play received a standing ovation and was highly acclaimed by the audience members.
وەکی کوردادەنێن خەتێسم بێران ئامان و سەدامان چیش دادەنێن بنێمە بکەم وەیلێ 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 وڵکم 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 everybody وڵکم.
Sarkawt performed. I was impressed. It was a sad story. It took a little while for the audience to get the concept. People were initially laughing at certain part of it. In fact, it's the history of southern Kurdistan and the behavior of the state, the way they treated the Kurdish children and women, and then treated them as a slave, selling them to various prominent people in the Middle East. Truly, I was impressed with the way you performed it and the way you had put it in form of an artistic piece. I congratulate you for your hard work. You deserve a recognition, and you continue to do more of this type of program for our community.
But tonight's story is about human trafficking. Like thousands of our little girl's story. What we know through the unfalse document.
We had an incredible performance by Mr. Taro, and I found this to be an amazing performance because it touched on very, very taboo subjects in the Kurdish culture, but also spoke about grave human rights concerns and violations Kurdish women have endured. And the issue is, if we're not going to talk about it, these women cannot move on and heal and feel that they're not a shame or burden on our culture, but rather they're victims, and we need to embrace them and allow them to heal and survive. Mr. Taro, he had an incredible amount of courage to stand in front of a Kurdish audience and speak about and perform subjects about sexuality, about rape, about enslavement of women, and I found this to be incredibly moving, and I was very touched by it.
Then separate male and the females. Keep all young ladies on one side and the rest of them to other side. Infants stay with their mom. Then destroy all homes. Bulldoze them down to ground. Burn everything is not necessary for us. What? Mosque? Even the mosque too. Because they are not Muslim. No, they are lying. They are infidel.
Sarkawt Taro gave us the pleasure of viewing another one of his plays, the monodramas. Last year in Atlanta, we got to see a play called Daik and Mom, and this year we got to see Pakiza, the story of a human trafficking. And the artistry of Sarkawt Taro is just incredible. He's by himself on stage in front of the crowd, and you only see him, very little props. And when you watch the play, he's just so incredibly talented that you feel like you're watching a whole group of people performing, but in fact it is only him by himself. And he plays every role incredibly well. And we hope to see him in the future.
Yeah, 70, 70, 75, 75. What's there? Yeah, it's virgin. Never touch it. Clean title, no damage. Yeah. 80, 80, 80, 90, 90, 100. Oh God. Oh God. They sold my daughter. They sold my daughter on the holy day. Yeah. At Ramadan Eid. Yeah, at Ramadan Eid.
And especially there was a play by Mr. Sarkawt Taro. It was called Pakiza. I thought that was a brilliant play, and I actually talked to him in person, and I'm really interested in getting that play into maybe a film. Hopefully it will happen, and yeah, I thank you very much for the Kai organization and people who actually made this happen. Thank you very much.
The soldiers tied you up, raped you day and night, and they start with you first. Because you were only 8 years old.
A play we saw last night called Pakiza had a great impact on all of us youth. It talked about women trafficking and how youth or Kurdish females in general are being sold and treated along other countries and how they're being misused. And that was really good because we got to see that, and you really don't hear about women trafficking. But in America, it's such a huge subject. So it was good that they brought that out and showed it to others.
I agree with her. Women trafficking showed me a lot about the play that I saw. I think it was a great message to everyone out there to let them know that how we are treated.
Because you really don't hear much about women trafficking. So that sent a message to us all, which was really good and effective.
Was very effective.
Only I wish one day become free. That's my dream. But I didn't know when.